Okay. I don't know if I can actually see the stream. Um, I don't know if I'm still on, but yeah. Good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you come from. My name is James Karanu. I am the. I usually just call myself a content creator on the East Play FX Africa. I didn't catch that correct. Sorry for that. So let me fix that a bit. Yeah, I think I needed to fix that. It was in a bit of a mess, but yeah, so far so good. I really thank you all, and I appreciate you for coming through wherever you are. Just wanted to talk about a few things, one or two. Thank you all for joining. By the way, this is Play FX Africa, and this is a passion project that myself, together with a few other individuals, have been working on for the last roughly 6 months. I'm here to actually talk about it, introduce myself, and say a few things in brief of things that I am passionate about. Yeah, I'm okay. My name is James Karanu. I have been an esports personality for the last roughly 8 years. That was all the way from it's not even 8, it's actually 12 years. If you count 2012 to 2024, which is this year. So it's roughly 12 years. 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 12 from that particular time, I was a content creator from 2012 all the way up to today. I kind of took a break some time back. That was in 2017, 2018, around there. Actually, after that, that is when I decided, um, roughly sometime last year, I need to come back, which is what I am doing right now. And yeah, I'm actually here, and it feels great to be back. Feels great to be back creating content. I've been busy on the onset. I know a lot of people have been talking to me, asking me, why are you not, uh, you know, um, making any content anymore? And I think it was particularly because I decided to take like a short break and focus on esports, because that's where my forte was. It's particularly competitive gaming. That's where I found my passion and my interest in, although I used to do it on like an amateur level. So, yeah, and I found myself here, um, at this particular point in time, competing actively. That's in 2017 is when I took it super serious. 2018 started an esports team called Tribe Simba. Um, yeah, all the way up to today. And as most of you know, Tribe Simba is now um, has now evolved to be more of an events organizing an entity. Uh, of course, it will find a life of its own as time goes, but it doesn't mean that um, I need to end whatever it is that I'm doing right now. It we the hustle still goes on. The hustle still continues, no matter what. Um, yeah, I mean, I particularly cannot say much because I love what I do. I love esports. These are things where you get so passionate about. At some points, you get disappointed, you disappear, and you come back once again. So yeah, this has always been a passion project of mine. Um, yeah, there is that. Um, right now, as I'm in front of you, I am the president of the Esports Kenya Professional Esports Federation, KPEF. But of course, the name might change at some point, um, since it's undergoing some sort of litigation and whatnot. For those of you who know the drama that went down during that period of what happened, I won't say much. I think if you follow me on Twitter, of course, you will know what has been happening. But yeah, I wouldn't like to talk much about that. I think mine is about the introduction that I have for esports, for my passion for what I do. Yeah, I think that's why I'm here at this very moment. Um, Number one, I personally started doing esports from around 2014, 2015. I can't remember the exact time, but it's around that time. I started playing, I think it was CSGO competitively. But okay, not CSGO, but let me say on an amateur level. For those of you who've seen the video, I wouldn't like to say much. If you haven't, please go to my YouTube channel, my personal one. You'll be able to find that content there. Or if you need the link, of course, I'll be happy to share. But it was a wake-up call for all of us, particularly, I think it was 2014, yeah. Particularly for Kenya in particular, because that was like that, that heavy slap that you're given. The there is that slap you're given in the middle of excuse me, sorry, the there's that wake up call you get when you don't perform at your best. So yeah, we got beaten, and by the time it was done, you look back, and most of the times, people say that when you losing is like the biggest wake up call you can ever be given, and it makes you look back and think, okay, I lost, I need to do something about it. Not many do that, but of course you think, okay, you become depressed, and for many, the depression is like, if you're an esports player, the depression is something you work through. Like, you have to beat your chest, say, I know I've been beaten, but it's not over. It's not over. We've just begun. And even in any sport, that is the spirit that you should carry in every platform of competition that you go to. So that's what I did. At least I particularly, that's what I did, because I was in a team and I didn't know how my players or my teammates would take it. A lot of them were very depressed, and they just disappeared all the same. For myself, I was like, okay, we need to do something. That phase, of course, delayed, and that is because I was playing on a casual, on a casual level, and I needed to upgrade my skills. I needed to become better. I needed, the tools to make that happen. So around 2015, of course, I got a better machine that could run games properly. I know a lot of people made fun of me about it, but I kid you not, guys. I started with a Core. Was it a Core 2 Duo? It was even worse than a Core 2 Duo, to be honest, because that thing could not play games for squat. So I did a few jobs here and there, dirty jobs. I got to the point where I could afford an actual, a kind of proper machine. Yeah, and that's when now I think even my content leveled up from that point, because if you check my YouTube channel, I did videos constantly. I was so passionate, and anywhere I could get content, I would just record. It has gotten to this point where now people are very serious about content. And mind you, I started doing content way before even most of the content creators in Kenya started their journey. Because you find a lot of them, they are serious about this. But for me, it was passion. I was merely running out of passion. And it's just because I loved creating content. I loved gaming. Like that, it was everything to me. And you look at it and you're like, wow. Yeah, I just continued to make the content even better and better over time. Then it reached around 2016, 17. That's when I started. That's when I started playing seriously, because there was this small community of gamers who play Rainbow Six Siege, and they loved the game. I saw the passion. I was just like, okay, I want to be with those guys. I want to see what I want, that vibe from them. So I went there, talked to them, started understanding how the game works. Because for those of you who know, Rainbow Six is a very complicated game. It is not for the faint-hearted. I tell you not. And that was the time we were even playing online on European servers with 200 to 250 ping, to some even 300. How we even survived those lobbies, I don't even know. But man, in Africa we've been surviving that way. So and we're not complaining. Well, we do kind of complain depending on, of course, which country you're talking about in Africa. But we were privileged, very privileged. It got to the point where now, 2017, 2018, I established my own esports team, and I started playing professionally. I started looking for players to play with together that we have either skills in common, or you find you just have good chemistry. And I found some Kenyan players, of course, but with Kenyan players, like, they need that motivation. And I don't know if it's just me, but maybe people can tell me if it is true. Particularly financial motivation. Like, you have to come with that. Now, for me, it was not there. The financial motivation was not there. But, I had my thing on the side that could support the project. And I have the passion to actually do it professionally. And I would like this thing to go well. So, yeah, come to that point where now I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. And I stuck with it on the road, and we did it. I moved on from a Kenyan team to a South African team to a Ugandan team, which is very interesting. And I reestablished back the Kenyan team once again. That was around during, I think it was during COVID, if I'm not wrong. My camera is getting blurry again. Yeah, so by that time, I really wanted this thing to go well. Of course, COVID, the thing about COVID millionaires, like, during COVID, a lot of guys jumped into this content game, and that's where now people broke off. And there's a good friend of mine, like, it went really well for him, particularly in the gaming aspect, until even to this very day. His name is Michelangelo. If you don't know him, please search for him. If you need the links, of course, I'll give them in the comments. And this guy has a passion for anime, has a passion for video games, particularly the story-based genres. And yeah, things just went super well for him. And we kept in touch once in a while, of course, but he found his way through the content game. By that time, even until today, the guy still makes content for days. So yeah. So that's something. And here we are now. 3 Is it 3? 3, maybe 4 years down the line, I'm here. 2 years ago, of course, I was elected by a small team as the president of the Kenya Professional Esports Federation. And here I am with you guys now talking about it. And I look back and I'm like, I made something happen. And I'm proud of what I did. Um, all those 10 years of content creation and effort that I put in didn't go to waste. Here I am now, and I'm still doing this. So the appreciation for such, I'm very humbled to be here, like before you guys, and to even talk about what I love. So yeah, it's it's a good time. So yeah, and it even brought some blessings with it in the process. Um, Through the Kenya Professional Esports Federation, we got affiliation with the International Esports Federation, that's IESF. We also got affiliation from ACDS, that is the uh, African what? Confederation of Digital Sports, and WESCO, the World Esports Consortium. So, oh yeah, and of course another one that I wouldn't mention because for reasons justifiable. I will let the team give me the go ahead to talk about it. But yeah, we're here now talking about it, and we really appreciate myself and my team, the support we've received from Kenyans, Africans as a whole. Like, we are so humbled to have gotten those opportunities and be here to talk about them. So yes, okay. Um, I think that's enough of myself. Uh, I'm particularly talking about esports, and I wanted to mention the esports side of things. That's from my end. I've been in esports for years, and I know, of course, I've also been in gaming as well, but it hasn't stopped me from putting in the work, and I mean, that is what I do. That's what I do best. So it is what it is at the end of the day. um, so yeah, I think without further ado, I wanted to, just a minute, I've gotten a phone call. Sorry, my microphone was off. My apologies, guys. I just got a phone call. I had to pick that up. Of course, just in the middle of streaming this. But yeah, I think just before that phone call, um, this live stream was of course about esports in Africa. The gaming part of my side, of course, the things that I would like to talk about, I'll talk about them in another live stream. For now, let me go into the stories that shaped today. Yeah. So let me get that out. Yeah, and here we are. On Twitter, these are of course the stories that went down. And by the way, guys, just even before I talk about esports like this in general, there are a lot of, I think, just like sports, there are professionals, that is the players themselves. There are esports athletes. Just know that it's just like traditional sports, but with a bit of a twist to it. So just like there are professional athletes, there are also professional teams, and that is the ecosystem of esports. And I just wanted to pull up some of the top teams that I know of from my, my what do you call, my interactions with different individuals. So yeah. So just a moment. Okay, it didn't work. It's fine. It's fine. I think I'll just share it here like that. So here are a few of them that I know of that you probably may be familiar with. One of them, the first one, of course, on that list is Bravado Gaming. Bravado has been the most consistent, the most classiest esports team I have come across. They don't shout. They're very professional. They have a very attractive class to them that not many people radiate, and that's why when I always look at them, I feel so attached to that particular brand. I really love what they do. Yeah, I think if for of all the top teams in Africa, Bravado has to be at the complete top. So, yeah, top 10 if you ask me. Second one, of course, is and this is an upcoming one, is Nixu. You can be able to check them out, of course, on social media. Most of these teams, you can find them on Twitter. That's where Twitter space is where esports really thrives. So, yeah, Twitter. Of course, if you're a content creator, YouTube, TikTok, all those content creation platforms. But particularly Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. Yeah. And Kick, apparently, because Kick is also like another iteration of a live streaming website for people who play video games. So yeah. Yeah, Nixu is an upcoming brand. They've really been making waves, especially in an esports title known as Call of Duty. We've really seen how they've been very present. And they also did previously, I got this news yesterday that they entered into Rocket League. That is, Rocket League is another esports title. For those of you who know Rocket League, it's football with cars basically. So yeah, like what what they did with Rocket League was absolutely sensational. So just seeing them do that is crazy. Even now, their return into Rocket League, it's a sign of things to come, by the way, and that already tells you that there are other esports teams that are coming. They're not particularly saying they're coming, but they are coming all the same. So yeah, I can't wait. Exciting times, absolutely exciting times. Um, the other one, of course, is let me move back. ATK Esports. This is also another very successful esports team. They've been very quiet of late. I don't know why, but the potential to succeed in esports has been evident, especially by them, from all the titles they've been present in. The likes of League of Legends, Counter Strike, what is it? There is what was it? Was it F1? I don't know if it was F1. There was a driving game there, but yes, there was one game that was there. Apex Legends, Rainbow Six, Rocket League, because I remember us being with the team when I was present at what's the name of that thing? I was present at the Commonwealth Esports Championship, and for those of you who are asking, yes, like athletics also has esports tournaments. So yeah, that's a thing. That's actually a thing. Um, yeah. So ATK, very large organization, multiple esports teams, just to name a few. So yeah, another one, of course, is Viben. You'll forgive I should edit that. They're not really dead, but okay. Wait, this is debatable. This is debatable. I don't know if they are dead or not. Someone should clarify for me, because the social media says a lot, especially when you see that a team has not posted anything for like 3 months. Something is up. And social media is one of the metrics to know whether an esports team is flourishing. Yeah, it's very different from esports athletes. Like, it's like a company. They decide just to keep quiet. When, of course, one of the areas that esports teams should be overactive is social media. They must be on social media. Yeah, so I liked Viben. I don't know what happened, but then after like 3 months, I didn't see any posts. So yeah, maybe someone can tell me if something has happened. But yeah, Viben was a good team, but they unfortunately disappeared. Another massive team is Goliath Gaming, and I've seen them particularly in Counter Strike and also in FIFA. I believe FIFA is called FC now. That's because Electronic Arts changed the name of the football game to FC after they disagreed with FIFA, the football governing body, on whether to continue with the partnership that they had. Yeah, so Goliath is also a massive team. I see them a lot, especially during there is the professional league, the professional leagues for FIFA, esports. Those are I think they call it what, FC Pro League or something. The one that happens, of course, on the official handles, the ones Electronic Arts, the game developer or publisher, has provided for these particular games to be live streamed on or created content on. So yeah, Goliath is very much present there. They also have a CS Counter-Strike team as well. I th- I don't know if they have a Street Fighter player. For those of you who know Jabiem, very very talented Street Fighter player from South Africa. Yeah, so incredible talent. The other one is Nibble Esports. Nibble was very present during the time when I established Tribe Simba. That was back in the 2017s, 2018s. That's when they had recruited probably the best Rainbow Six team in Africa at the time, with the most enviable talent you could ever see. The likes of James Key, or for those of you people who call him JMS, and Kosa, for those of you who know Kosa, because Kosa is legendary, bro. Kosa is extremely legendary in the space. Another one, and I feel these guys are so underrated, are White Rabbit Gaming. White Rabbit Gaming, I think it's really, and I don't know whether to say this, but the theme and even the classification is under the likes of ATK. These are guys who, the organization that is, an organization with absolute talent, but they just went very quiet. I think I'll take time one day to look just at, athletes one day during the live stream. I'll do one on esports teams as well. So yeah, look out for that one. So the other one is Illusion Gaming. I remember talking to the founder of this team, and their focus is more on the FGC community. For those of you who don't know what FGC means, it means fighting game community. So yes. The other one, of course, is Energy Esports. And these ones, I can confirm, by the way, they are dead, because they just went quiet and that was it. Yeah, which was very unfortunate. And then the last one from South Africa is Omnius Gaming. Another team that is so underrated is Omnius. If you see the founder, because I speak to him, okay, not that I speak to him actually, but we interact, I think, within our circles on Twitter and sometimes even on Discord. Discord is like the voice chat platform that we have, particularly for gamers. And there are very many servers, or what we call like lobbies, where we can all join and chat with all these guys. So yeah, Omnius is so underrated. Another thing with Omnius, they have this classiness to them as well. It's classiness as well as ruggedness. They have a good mix of both, and the founder has made the team so attractive and so passionate that you feel the energy from even the artwork that the team creates. So it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Then we have in Kenya we have the likes of CZ Esports, another upcoming team. Great guys. They did recruitment just recently. Amazing stuff. And, I can't wait to see what they have in store over the years to come. The other one, of course, and the most successful team in Kenya, Masters of Mayhem. These guys have, if there's a team which has eaten all the prize pools in this country, it is Masters of Mayhem. And I can tell you that for a fact. These guys, they really put in the work in terms of talent, in terms of scouting. Particularly for FC, that's where now their presence is felt. In these other games, not so much. Maybe Tekken, but Tekken is probably the only one outside FC or football esports that they are present in. So yeah. Tribe Simba is another one. I would like to iterate, by the way, Tribe Simba is out of this list for obvious reasons. The evolution of the team, where it is now going onwards. Yeah. And then we have Alpha Clan Esports. that is run by Nick Kibe, as well as a few other individuals as well. So yeah, it is admirable. Yeah. So we have Uganda. There's Arudem Gaming. Spoken to the founder on multiple occasions as well. Great guy, visionary. Yeah. Zambia, we have Team G Matrix. If you don't know Team G Matrix, then I don't know where you are, because these guys came to they practically went to every single country, of course, with the exception of the US. Let's say every single country in Africa, and they thrashed every single one of them. No questions asked. They just, they're about the, you know, uh, whoop ass, take money, go home. That's how they do. And man, they made their mark. They made their mark in Africa, especially in Mortal Kombat. Crazy. Then Senegal, we have Solo Esports. These guys have been making waves. You remember the time when they in the Metal State Open League for League of Legends? I don't know if it's League of Legends or Dota, but I think it's League of Legends. They made it all the way to the what do you call that thing? They made it all the way to the pro season, and the pro season, or the pro what do you call it? There's the pro bracket, and then there's the open bracket. Like, literally, the pro is where now all the eyes are at. That's where everyone with a name and a skill competes. So seeing them there was just crazy. Then the other one, and the most revolutionary one that they ever did, was win the Guilty Gear Strive Arc World Championship. Yeah, like literally. Solo Esports produced the first African world champion in an esport. The guy called Verix. Of course, if you saw my when I was starting the stream, the title, I had to rename it to Esports in Africa. But yeah, they produced the first African esports world champion. How crazy. Egypt, there's Anubis Gaming. They've been rather quiet. I don't know what's up, but yeah. But Egypt has been quiet, although just despite the fact that they have a really good brand and team. Ghana, we have Play Province, we have Ace Gamers, we have Team Canvic Records, and in Nigeria we have the Outlaws. So yeah, that's that. I think that's one of the many. Don't say that. That's one of the many esports teams that I've been seeing in the space. And all those guys make waves on social media and also in esports altogether. So yeah. So this is our Twitter handle. This is where now all the news is given. Yeah. I think that should be it. I wouldn't like to talk much about the news and whatnot. If anything, that will be mentioned, over the course of the years to come. So yeah. But I really appreciate it. This is my first time on Twitter, on TikTok live, by the way. Just aside from those of you who see me on YouTube as well. This live stream, of course, is on YouTube and TikTok, so please be aware of that. And I appreciate the position that we are in right now. So yeah. Aside from that, I don't know if there's much to say. I'd like to end it there. Coming in a few, I think. I'm not sure when exactly, but I will find the time, of course. On the next live stream, I'll talk about the specific teams in detail, how we look at them, and we classify them. Um, and is there anything else I have not touched on? Because I feel like I've touched on everything. Yeah, so, bro, I mean, that's it. Bloody actor, hey, pleasure to meet you, bro. Hey, umepotea sana. 001. Nowadays I'm called 001 sasa. Okay. Um, yeah, maze, hey, it's been a long one. I've been working tirelessly. Kama kuna kubit nimebit, like nimechoka. I'm really tired. I haven't gotten much rest of late, but I'd like to do so at this particular present time. So yeah. Um, and you know, I don't have the energy that I used to have. Lol, ati ni oi. Okay, okay. Hey, niko poa, bro. I'm good, bloody actor. Just wanted to test in the live stream to on how things will go. Yeah, I, I wanted to see how things will go over the course of the years to come. What's that, Tony? Okay, this one. This is it's called the Lithium Signature Series. It's being run by an esports team called Nixu or Nixa, as they call it. I don't know if they call it Nixa. Me, I call it Nixu because I'm Kenyan like that. And then there is a sponsor called Meta Zero. So yeah, it's being done in South Africa. Uh, I don't know whether this is the one, Ebu, by the way. I don't know that this is one. There is one where, and I hate to break it down. I hope they are not thinking of doing what I'm thinking. Just hold on. Let's see if it's true. I remember one of them. Yeah. So this is the handbook. I remember one of the tournaments I had seen where they said that it's for South Africans only. So yeah, this is the handbook. Okay, search and destroy, veto process, schedule for players by players. Okay, yeah. This is another one. This tournament is restricted to South African players and or South African players residing in other countries. However, all match hosts must reside within South Africa. So it's only for South African residents alone. So yeah, it's unfortunate. So upper, and I think this is the conversation that I need to have with guys, and I am being genuinely honest. To if we start limiting tournaments to per region, and this is my view, I think we're going to be stuck where we are, and I'm telling you very, very honestly. If guys would like to evolve as a region, we have to start hosting other countries in esports across the continent. We've seen a good example of that. The likes of Contender, the guys that do Call of Duty mobile tournaments, they host across all African countries. Another one is what's the there's that PUBG mobile tournament. I'm forgetting the name. Of that PUBG mobile tournament. La Africana, yes, La Africana. That's another one across Africa. People have to start thinking about that. Like they have to. And South Africa is no exception, by the way. And those are just my 2 cents. They have to start looking at Africa as a whole if they would like to evolve. Yeah. So yeah, that's that Tona. Um, I think just apart from that, there are other news stories that we had talked about. There is the Ivory Coast African Skill Tekken Dojo event. You know Tekken Dojo events. The Even the Apex Legends tournaments are across Africa. Is it? Is it? Wait, is it the ones that you do? The ones that you do? I mostly see South Africans and Namibians. Ah, yes, 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 yes. And mind you, by the way, I saw the other time that Ghana was hosting an Apex Legends tournament. I think we also need to reach out to them because they have a community there as well. So I think we need to bring them in and make them present. So the communities are there. It's just that they are very clustered country based on country, and we need to bring all of them together, like in you know. And I know you know we're probably with the exception of the good development and internet and good servers and all that, we are kind of facing the same predicament that Europe has, where people cannot do a physical event because it is, as a tournament operator, it's very expensive to run, especially when you're running on your own pockets. It's very expensive to run. So, and I think people need to understand that. But yeah, I think there was that one that I touched on. All the other news headlines, posted them on Twitter. People should be able to see them there. I was of course planning to talk about the Esports World Cup, by the way, because those guys are making announcements for days. You've been seeing the titles they've been dropping, the announcements they've been dropping. Crazy stuff. And if there's anything that needs proper attention, it's that World Cup. And we also need to know what is going on the ground. So yeah, I really hope things go well, because the fate of esports is counting on it. But we'll see how things will go. I'll also find a separate time where I can talk about like the Esports World Cup as a subject in itself, so that I also give my thoughts and my feedback on it. Yeah. Now, not unless I've not mentioned anything, I believe we can end the stream here. I try to make an effort to also read the comments and see who is talking. Yeah, so yes. Yeah, so now on TikTok there are no comments. Most of them are on YouTube. Mi ningetaka kusema, I'd like to say, by the way, thank you for coming on the stream. Really appreciate, especially naona TikTok, hata kama watu wajaongea, guys have not said anything. I've seen a massive number of viewers. So I'm hoping to get some feedback from them over the course of time. So yeah, I think with that, tutaonana. It's a wrap. I'll catch you guys probably in the lobbies or even in the games on the Play FX Africa Discord. We have a watch party channel where we mostly watch tournaments in particular, or probably other things that we'd like to talk about. that require mentioning. So yeah, I think with that in mind, it's my hope that we do have something to talk about over the course of time. So so yeah, the next one I think not the next one, but I'll work on the Esports World Cup thing because there's a lot to talk about there. So yeah. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Peace. And we will catch each other soon. Bloody actor, where is the Discord link? Um, if you okay, I believe you're on. Let me type it in the chat. Wait, just before I do that. Brrr. Just hold on. Let me post all the details there. This is just the link tree to our all our social media sites. So be sure to check that out. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Just let me know. Just before I end the stream. Oh, and for those of you watching from TikTok, I'm actually reading comments from YouTube. Yeah. So YouTube, it's also live. You can check out that link. Hakuna ya Discord on the link tree. Oh, okay. Just hold on. I haven't publicized the Discord one. I'll do that soon enough. But otherwise, all the links are for our social medias are there. I will post them as time goes. Yeah. So, bloody actor, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. Yeah, I think other than that, I'll catch you guys later. I think. Thank you all very much for coming through. Appreciate it. Peace. Boop.